Good morning. My name is Kerry Foxx, and I have the honor of serving as Campus Compact's Senior Director for Membership. And I also have the distinct honor to recognize today 5 winners of the 2026 Excellence in Civic and Community Engagement Programming Award. Winners of this award are recognized for making deep, long-lasting, and positive change through effective programs that address specific areas of need, whether through signature events, outreach or awareness campaigns, curricula or workshops, storytelling, or fellowship programs. The programs that receive this award demonstrate the breadth and depth of impact higher education can make in critical areas such as civic learning, democratic engagement, leadership and faculty development, assessment, and bridge building. I will now share a little about each award-winning program. After presenting each award, I will ask the group to stand and be recognized with a loud round of applause. So let's practice that now. Can I get a round of applause? Beautiful. Something to see. The first program to be recognized is Mapping Prejudice from the University of Minnesota Twin Cities. Mapping Prejudice began in 2016 with the question, how does structural racism get embedded in the built environment? Based at the University of Minnesota Libraries, this project has reshaped scholarly research by engaging the public in uncovering urban history and structural racism. Community members mobilized to read and transcribe property deeds, ultimately creating a digital map of racial restrictions and providing data needed to drive change. By making historical community data accessible and participatory, Mapping Prejudice empowers communities to pursue data-driven, community-led efforts towards equity. Will the Mapping Prejudice team from the University of Minnesota Twin Cities please stand to be recognized? Up next is Scholarship in Action from the College of Holy Cross in Massachusetts. The Scholarship in Action program transforms community-engaged research through authentic partnerships between faculty, students, and Worcester community organizations, advancing equity-centered anti-racist scholarship while producing knowledge that benefits both local and global audiences. By centering community wisdom and fostering collaborative knowledge production, Scholarship in Action exemplifies how higher education can authentically serve democratic engagement while preparing students for lives of purpose and social responsibility. Will the Scholarship in Action team from the College of the Holy Cross please stand to be recognized? Next, we have Teaching East Asia Through Picture Books from the University of Colorado, Boulder. Teaching East Asia Through Picture Books is designed to meet priorities in elementary education through classroom outreach. The programs train University of Colorado Boulder students to lead an interactive story time, lesson plan, and activity. Students develop research and teaching skills, civic mindedness through service, and a commitment to global education and cultural diversity. Bringing awareness of different cultures into K-12 classrooms helps to develop more inclusive societies as children begin to comprehend that they are part of a global citizenship that must strive for mutual understanding. Will the Teaching East Asia Through Picture Books team from the University of Colorado Boulder please stand to be recognized? Next is the St. Louis Fellows Program from Washington University in St. Louis. The St. Louis Fellows Program at the Gephardt Institute for Civic and Community Engagement is a selective opportunity for undergraduates to spend a summer immersing themselves in St. Louis. Students work full-time, nonprofit or civic internships, attend a range of community events, and engage in a robust experiential curriculum that explores St. Louis's history, culture, politics, challenges, and opportunities. The program uplifts Washington University's commitment to be in St. Louis for St. Louis and experiences high interest from students and community partners, furthering the Gephardt Institute's robust community partnerships. Will the St. Louis Fellows Program team from Washington University in St. Louis please stand to be recognized? And last but certainly not least, we have Spark the Art Mobile from Massachusetts College of Arts and Design. Since 2011, Spark the Artmobile has brought the power of art and design directly into Boston's neighborhoods. Featuring a boldly painted and retrofitted van, Spark's mobility, visibility, and accessibility bring creativity to the street level, creating intergenerational spaces for learning, connection, and joy. Spark has traveled hundreds of miles, built thousands of relationships, and demonstrated how art, grounded in love and public purpose, serves as powerful tools for civic engagement, neighborhood collaboration, and social connection. Will the Spark the Artmobile team from the Massachusetts College of Art and Design please stand and be recognized? Let's take another moment to give a round of applause for these 5 programs that are leading the way and showing all of us what is possible through thoughtful outreach, creative problem solving, and sustained effort and enthusiasm. It's now my pleasure to introduce my colleague Matt Farley, the Senior Vice President of Strategy at Campus Compact, to present the 2026 Excellence in Community Engaged Partnerships Award.
I will note that those applause were less than the previous applause, but I can appreciate the difference, but let's just think about that, okay? Just think about that. Bring that. I mean, seriously, folks, okay. Congratulations to all the award winners. I now have the pleasure to recognize the 2026 Excellence in Community Engaged Partnerships winners. These are 5 outstanding initiatives that demonstrate meaningful partnerships with communities that address complex social issues. Programs that receive this award exemplify the core principles of effective civic and community engagement, reciprocity, collaboration, transdisciplinarity, thanks team for giving me that word, and sustainability. These partnerships address specific social issues such as public health, violence prevention, economic development, K-12 education, climate change, and houselessness. We'll start with Ivoy and Chemeketa Community College, who are partnering together to provide education, opportunity, and empowerment for those who work in the vineyards in Oregon. Recognizing the need to support Oregon's predominantly Latinx and migrant vineyard steward community, Ivoy, a community-based organization, approached Chemeketa with the idea of developing an academic program to empower vineyard workers through education and provide pathways for upward mobility within the wine industry. The partnership has led, pro-wine industry, yes. Tonight's reception begins at, no, sorry. The partnership has led to systematic changes at Chemeketa, signifying long-term commitment to serve the demographic and integrate the learning and partnership into the broader college community. Will the Ivoy and Chemeketa Community College partnership team please stand and be recognized? Next is the OSU and Puerto Rico Community Resilience Study Abroad Project at Oregon State University. The Oregon State University Puerto Rico Service Learning Abroad Program is a multi-year initiative that connects undergraduate students with Puerto Rican community organizations to address local priorities in ecological restoration, sustainable agriculture, and environmental education. Through immersive projects such as mangrove restoration, community garden construction, and water quality monitoring and health education, students gain hands-on experience in leadership, cross-cultural communication, and civic engagement. Will the OSU Puerto Rico Community Resilience Study Abroad Project team from Oregon State University, rolls right off the tongue, please stand and be recognized. Where are you? Up next is the University of Rochester East Educational Partnership Organization. In 2014, Rochester City School District asked the University of Rochester to serve as the educational partnership organization to support East High School, the district's oldest and largest high school, which was facing closure from the New York State Education Department. That partnership continues today through the university's Center for Urban and Education Success, established to document and study East High School's transformation while serving as a resource hub for K-12 urban schools in Rochester and beyond. The University of Rochester East Educational Partnership Organization embodies the power of reciprocal, community-engaged partnership to advance educational equity and social transformation. Will the University of Rochester East Educational Partnership Organizational team please stand and be recognized? We're moving on next to Care in Action, Collaborative Approaches to Health Equity in New Haven at Southern Connecticut State University, a neighbor of mine, and I'm proud to present this award to them. Based at the College of Health and Human Services at Southern and in partnership with Yale School of Public Health and the New Haven community abroad, the Community Alliance for Research and Education is a community-engaged center dedicated to advancing health equity in New Haven, Connecticut. CARE works to improve health among residents most affected by inequities, particularly Black and Brown communities and low-income populations. With nearly 2 decades of trusted collaboration, CARE continues to build sustainable, community-driven solutions that move New Haven closer to health and equity for all. Will the CARE team from Southern Connecticut State University please stand and be recognized? And finally, we have the inclusive research at the Kansas University Center on Disabilities, a partnership with the University of Kansas. The Center on Disabilities is an innovative community-engaged disability research center focused on partnering with the disability community to co-disseminate joint research findings in plain language for the immediate adoption within the disability community. Foundation of their support has been a long-standing community-engaged partnership with the Self-Advocacy Coalition of Kansas. The coalition is a statewide advocacy organization led by people with intellectual and developmental disabilities across Kansas that brings together and empowers people with disabilities to speak up for their own rights. Will the inclusive research at the Kansas University Center on Disabilities partnership team please stand and be recognized? Are we here? Okay. They're with us in spirit, maybe, if we can't find them. This summer, the 2026 winners in the Excellence in Community and Civic Engagement, Programming and Excellence in Community Engaged Partnership Awards will take part in a webinar series where each awardee can share more about their work, process, and outcomes, so please be on the lookout for that in upcoming months.